Alright guys, we've got some more news for Wuthering Waves, and today we're not simply talking about Chissa, instead we're diving deep into the current state of the game. We've recently seen many players that are frustrated with WUWA, so in this video, let's go over why players feel this way and what needs to happen in order to fix it, especially with the 2.8 livestream that is coming out on November 14. This isn't just another patch, this stream needs to be a major turning point. And before we get into it, if you guys do want to stay being kept updated on everything WUWA, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications. We recently hit 30k subscribers, and to celebrate, I'll be giving out some lunite sub to my subscribers in the comments. But alright, let's not waste any time and get right into it. So why are players upset with the current state of Wuthering Waves? Right now, the biggest issue in Wuthering Waves isn't the story or the power creep. The story is phenomenal, and as for the power creep, well, they've done a really good job balancing the previous character releases, and we for sure won't have to worry about that with the upcoming release of Chissa. I've already gone into enough detail on that in a previous video. I'm sure you guys know why, but the real problem is, there's nothing to do in the game right now. Combat is the heart of Wuthering Waves, it's the main reason most of us played the game in the first place, and now feels like Kuro has forgotten the combat of Wuthering Waves for at least 4 months. Let's go back and take a look at the pattern. So we're about to hit the 2.8 version update. The last real combat event was all the way back in 2.4, and now for 2.5 and 2.6, we mostly had variety of mini games, login events, and game modes that didn't really include the core combat of the game. And now in 2.7, it was mostly a story patch with zero endgame or combat events. They gave us a few login events, a platforming event, and a photo event that is currently ongoing, and because of this, a lot of players' daily logins are now dropping, and many players currently feel like they've built characters, but for what purpose? I was asking around how players feel about this, and the reply I mostly got was after completing the latest story, there was nothing else to do, aside from the endgame modes that take less than an hour to complete and reset every few weeks. Even people who love this game aren't logging in anymore because there's simply no reason to grind, and if 2.8 doesn't fix that, it doesn't matter how hyped 3.0 becomes, players won't stick around to see it. I would say the problem is also amplified in today's gaming landscape. There's a ton of competitive games out there, and players can only juggle so many at the same time. One dry patch or two dry patches back to back, one period of inactivity, and some players might leave permanently. Some would say WUWA is meant to enjoy within every few weeks. You do the story, do the endgame events, build your character, and then you move on, which is mostly the way I've been playing personally, but a lot of players also want more to do involving the core gameplay, have something to grind for, and have more of a purpose for their fully built characters, which is fully understandable as well. But alright, so this is how the majority or a good chunk of players feel right now about the current state of Wuthering Waves. But what can Kuro do, and what do they need to show us in the upcoming livestream to make these players stay? The solutions don't have to be huge. A few ideas they could put in 2.8 could make a massive difference until the bigger changes and improvements that can later come out for the 3.0 version update. I did see some pretty good suggestions being thrown around, like adding new hologram bosses with new rotations. There's also a nightmare mode integration into the endgame combat. That would be pretty nice. We have better daily and weekly rewards to make login and worthwhile. Updates to current echo sets and progression, so grinding for echoes can actually matter once again. I would say for the current state of the game, most resonators are at meta builds. Echo upgrades are capped and the set options are very limited. Without meaningful upgrades or variety, going around the map and grind for echoes doesn't give much of an incentive, and players need progress that they can actually chase and a reason to log in every day. There's not much room right now to experiment with characters and much build variety. Usually a character is locked to one best set and one best playstyle, or else you'll have major losses when it comes to the performance of that character. Now, aside from adding a fresh endgame or providing new combat events, one thing they could do that could really save the game right now is to tease the 3.0 character or the 3.0 update. this is another critical element for the upcoming 2.8 livestream, is to simply give players something to prepare for. If we look back at their previous releases and their previous teasers they did for major updates, all the way back in 2.0, before 2.0 we had the whole Renacita lineup, then again before 2.4, that drip marketing with 6 characters created hype and many players were excited, planning and preparing for months on these characters. But now for our current state, Chisa is the last character in the Septimont drip marketing, and we have no clue who comes after. Will the next character be Chisa's best partner, or someone else entirely? Players don't know, and without a target, they stop preparing entirely. The livestream must show at least a taste of the new combat system, or combat focused events, the 3.0 world theme, or characters, new faction bosses, a new progression system, basically a future roadmap of what players can invest in and look forward to, and something to make the game fresh again. We all know Wuthering Waves has one of the strongest combat systems, but if players can't use it, they'll simply move on to another game. And dare I say it, we sure don't want them to go with the Genshin approach, completely abandoning the endgame and combat, and simply focus on the story and minigame events. So this upcoming livestream is going to be pretty important. It's going to give the developers a chance to say, we heard you, here's what we're doing, combat content is returning with better endgame, reward improvements, or at least something to make grinding feel meaningful again, and at the same time, give us a roadmap of what we can expect for the 3.0 update. Now, if they get this right, Wuthering Waves can bounce back strong, but if not, even the most hyped 3.0 won't bring back players. Having 2 dry patches in a row is enough for players to leave for good, so let's hope Kuro delivers on this next update. But yeah guys, just wanted to talk about the current situation and keep you guys updated on what's happening lately with WUWA, why so many players are dissatisfied with the state of the game, and why the upcoming livestream for the 2.8 livestream is such a big deal. I would also like to know what you guys think about this in the comments. Are you satisfied with the current state of Wuthering Waves? Do you think they should be adding most of what I mentioned in this video? Are you simply hoping for more combat events? Let me know down below. I really can't wait for this upcoming 2.8 livestream, as it's such a big deal. I'll be covering more about what we can expect in this livestream in one of my upcoming videos for the new banners, quality of life changes. I know we're for sure getting a brand new map, and we can expect a lot more. But the big question is, what does that more include? But yeah guys, this will wrap up today's update video. If you guys did enjoy and like to be kept updated on everything Wuthering Waves, as we for sure slowly the 2.8 update, I'll update you guys on everything we can expect. So if you guys enjoyed, like the video, subscribe to the channel, put those notifications on so you don't miss out on future updates. Also don't forget, since we just hit 30k subscribers on each channel, I'm giving out a bunch of free lunite subs to you guys, to my subscribers that like and leave a comment on the video. Rules will be down below for those who want to check it out. But this will conclude all the info for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.